I'm driving this RV from Raleigh, North Carolina to Bellingham, Washington. Our goal is to turn around 10 businesses in the next 10 days. We've spent $1.69 million over the past couple years doing the turnaround show. My name is Mike Andes and I travel the country fixing struggling businesses. And today I'm taking you behind the scenes as we take this RV and do just that.
Your first test is to start the motorhome. If you can't get it started, we are not gonna let you take it with you.
Oh my goodness, dude, Zach will not be able to fit in there. Bro, I'm like too tall for this thing. Anytime you're getting an RV from a collision repair center, where there's a bunch of damaged vehicles everywhere.
Everything is so shaky and rattly.
Went to the Walmart bathroom, brushed my teeth. Now I'm waddling back to the RV. It's not all glamorous, but it is real.
Truck stop yoga? That's crazy.
It's a lot of nights with 5 hours of sleep in a row. You have to get up and do it again tomorrow. You work non-stop in between those 5 hours of sleep. There's no real resting. You get up, you do it again. You go to sleep, you get up, you do it again. You drive 8 hours, film, edit, get up, do it again. Hey, how's it going?
Got your mouthwash.
Hey.
Never enough salt.
How's the breakfast bowl?
Connor. So this business owner is crushing it, growing very quickly. I am very concerned though about his cash position for the off season. In January he had $3,000 in his bank account, and now he runs a $1.1 million business. So his off season is brutal.
You know what's so funny? Sorry, I don't mean to distract this anymore too, but when I got off the phone with you, I was in Wyoming, and you guys released a video like the next day, but it was filmed a couple days earlier, and I heard, was it Brianna? She was like, yeah, we still have no one signed up in Indiana.
RV is booked because there's no going back. Hopefully we can get someone in Indiana.
Oh, we're still looking for another applicant?
Like 2.
Oh man.
And I'm like, come on! There we go. That's great.
Yeah, so today we're going to his shop first to film the guys rolling out. And then we're going to go to his house, which is like 4 minutes down the road for coaching.
So I'm not getting out of the first part?
No.
The reason I don't get out at the turnaround when we first get there is because I don't want everything to go to chaos for their day because they forget stuff once I show up. So the team gets out, makes all the videos, makes everyone feel comfortable, puts microphones on them.
Appreciate it.
Hey, you guys are so cool. This is awesome. Even on the phone and stuff, you guys are great people. This is awesome.
Otherwise, I hop out, all the team is watching me, they're all nervous. They make mistakes, like they don't load stuff up in their truck correctly. So the team's gotta warm them up a little bit, you know? Francis is a very friendly face.
No.
Like it took what, like probably 3 to 6 months of us doing turnaround trips before it's like, okay, like the media team needs to talk to everyone first without me around, just to lower everyone's guard. We're real people, you know, maybe sneeze, let some snot trickle out of your nose, something. So it's like, okay, it's just the camera guy. This is Francis, you know, he's a good guy.
Then around 12:15 we're going to depart to go to Iowa. That's going to be quite the drive. I think like around almost 6 hours. And then we get to Devin's house at coaching at 7 p.m. It'd be great if we could get there a little bit earlier, but that's what's projected.
All of your time and attention is the architecting of this business to make tons of money.
And then we're going to do coaching with him for 2 hours and go to our campsite, which is 10 minutes away from him.
It's just another easy drive for you, Zach.
Just another easy drive. At least I'm well rested.
Did we make good progress though, like in terms of driving yesterday? If you look at the map, we're kind of like, I was gonna say a third, but that's a bit of a stretch across the country.
We just went really far north.
Yeah, we're way up north.
How's the drive yesterday?
Really long. But it was fun. It was fun. I just like turned up the music and like hung out and ate a lot of candy. Yeah. The secret to driving really long distances is
Sugar.
sugar, salt, and music. And if it gets really bad, roll down the window.
High school and college, had an internship with the Colts. That's what I thought I wanted to do. Yeah, I hated it. So I'm like, let's try to get this lawn care thing and file the LLC. And then hired my first employee, bought my first truck and trailer, 2022. First year we did just under 300,000 revenue. Second year we did like 460. Last year we did 770, and this year we're on track to do 1.1.
For 3 months solid, January, February, March, he lost money. So whenever you have 3 months of the year where you lose money, bad things happen.
Like through the winter, you had stuff
I
for them
would
to
say
do.
up until Christmas we were slammed.
Right.
And then like the week before Christmas, it's when everything stops.
Right.
And it took a week to take down Christmas lights because it's quick.
Right.
So January, February was tough.
There is debt. There's $256,000 of debt. I'm not super concerned by that. When you're growing by $400,000 or $500,000 a year like he is, I am a little bit concerned by the fact that we're doing $130,000 a month in revenue, have $60,000 in the bank, and we have an off season where we lose money.
How can we make sure that's profitable? Because as you've been growing so much, even matched at 50% almost year over year, that does suck cash. And so if we can just make sure we don't lose money during those few months, we'll solve a lot of problems.
So instead of trying to attack the cash flow issue with him, I'm probably just gonna go right after the off season, because if you don't lose money for any month of the year, you can be a little bit more aggressive on how much cash you have in the bank, because you know it never goes down. And as long as you never go down, we get.
Now it's like, how do we just prevent that? Because in my perspective, like I like to have 1 month of revenue in the bank, right? So it's 130, 140. Then that's when I'm like, okay, now I'm trying to expand, let's grow, etc. At 90, you're okay as long as you don't go back into the off season and lose 50 or 60, right?
Yep.
And so as long as you're like, hey, I know you want to grow a big business, so like we can default more aggressive and not go for the month worth of revenue in the bank. I would be tempted to say, instead of doing a prepaid discount, our prices are going up unless you prepay, then you get your prices locked in.
Oh, that's good.
So I would probably do the 10% and then be like, hey, for the first X amount of people, still put the urgency in there. We are allowing you to go ahead and lock in your prices for this year at the current rates
No increase.
if you prepay.
Okay, perfect.
And
Okay.
I send that text through Copilot, right?
Yeah,
Not
Katrina set that up.
Captivated. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, do you not have texting through Copilot? Oh, bro.
I know.
Are you an enterprise?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's free! It's free!
I know it is.
He did not see it as a problem. Like, personally, I saw like $5,000 a month in debt payments, hardly any cash. It was a huge problem. He feels very comfortable. Like, he, for the very first time, is getting a paycheck, feels relatively good about the business, feels like he's not in a cash crunch. So, should we go in there and like convince him he has a cash crunch is probably the wrong move? It's like, okay, great, you're comfortable with 2 weeks worth of revenue in the bank. Okay, let's just build on that. That's like, I was genuinely shocked about your opinion. I was like, oh wow, that's cool.
Cool.
That was great.
Okay, that's the 4 L's. Wrapped it up.
Yeah.
Now we are doing,
6-week plan.
I don't know. I feel like the 6-week plan nailed with them in person.
Yeah, it's true.
I thought the majority of the plan would be almost better in less than 6 weeks. Because of the time
What's
of year.
cool is the next 6 weeks he like has to do it.
Sick. Okay, cool.
Thanks so much. Dude, thanks so much.
It's a pretty busy day with the crew today.
It's a little chaotic with
Really?
two trucks
Oh,
down.
2 trucks then. I heard
So
about this.
it'll be a little crazy. Other than that, it's pretty standard day.
We're almost out here long enough for me to pick this completely off. Almost.
Do you want this?
Sweet.
This is the mandatory chocolate protein shake for Mike.
That's right.
Cup of milk with 2 scoops of protein
Ooh,
powder.
Looks like it's really blending in there.
Yeah.
Cement
Like
mixer.
cocoa powder with water. You know what I'm saying?
Go legs first.
So how we usually do this is we show up at the property after looking at some of the numbers, do coaching, talk to the team, do some recording at some of their properties for B-roll, which is basically like them doing the work. And then we shoot what's the 4L framework and what we call Mike Minutes. We got a 6-hour drive from Indianapolis, and
Now we're headed to Iowa. And then we got another coaching call, or coaching tonight. So he's meeting us tonight, and then tomorrow we're meeting his general manager to do the actual on-site videos and all the other stuff. So that's the plan. We're going from Indiana to Iowa, 6-hour drive in between.
Hey, where are we at? What's happening?
It is time to get gas. We are 30 minutes into the drive.
Which
So
drive?
5.5 hours.
Nice.
In the
I've
middle
only
of
been
nowhere.
driving for 30 minutes.
Right? It feels like forever.
I was on the vlog about an hour, 10 minutes ago.
POV room tour.
Yeah, exactly. Where you'll be living for the next 10 days.
Max is popping in for a quick 30-minute stint.
I won't jinx
Like
us.
a champion.
Nice.
France is like, I can't sleep. You have any questions on it?
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I would just be like, turn slow.
Brake slow.
Brakes are slow. I would get like, I've been just giving people tons of space. I haven't been going faster than like 70 is like,
It starts to rattle and shake.
yeah, louder than it does over.
This feels a lot like the dump truck. It's like, well, the last time you drove a dump truck, didn't you almost die?
Well, you were underneath it. Let's try to keep you. Let's try to keep you inside it this time.
I just understand exactly why he's wanting to do that. Usually that's not a move I would recommend. But we will find out in approximately 45 minutes. But right now we're gonna eat. Num nums.
What? Do you want
I don't want to do that.
anything else? What?
Huh?
You probably
Can I have, like,
eat
a
with tongs.
fork?
Yes, you can.
Dude, does anyone else want some of this? Or should I just eat out of this?
Francis, do you want more?
That's not how it is.
Is that leaves?
No,
Coming off a Skittle
there's
rush.
plenty. It's fall. Yeah.
I can't even taste the cookie.
So Zach Breyer from earlier.
Buyer.
Buyer. I thanked him for having us out and for the donuts. That y'all enjoyed it. And he was like, "Ha, enjoy them. You guys have been such a blessing to me over the years. Such an honor to meet and spend some time learning. Thank you, thank you."
All right, folks.
Francis, no.
See this
You-
box of donuts?
Definitive.
This was completely full.
You sure you don't want any Celsius or donuts to go or anything like
Oh,
that?
dude, I'm definitely grabbing a donut or two.
Actually, take a box.
Oh my god.
Take one, you have to,
Cannot
yeah.
eat those.
Oh,
I don't
God.
care which one you take, but take, yeah.
Take them both. Oh, seriously, take them.
Donuts.
What? 3 hours ago. But there you go. And it fueled the editing of the last vlog. So
Heck yeah.
Straight
It's
to the
basically
muscle.
done, honestly.
So that is 3 out of 3 turnarounds that have followed up and been very thankful for the coaching.
not
So-
that we expected it.
No. No.
Everyone else was like, oh, we better do
No.
it.
Like, that makes, like, I'm
Let's
just
see
saying.
what it's at. Post. See if we keep this streak all the way.
Right, that's right.
I feel
Exactly.
like sometimes it's like great coaching. Seeing the video live can be hard.
Yeah.
And then a month later, even if they had a really hard video, they've always come around and they're like, "Thanks for working with us. You should take forward."
This is very suspicious looking. You swear this is ibuprofen? Do you think he promises this is ibuprofen? Oh my god.
They're all really stoked for us to get there. He's
Yes.
like,
Good.
my family's waiting, so we'll have an audience.
Last year he did 500 something, 550,000. This year he's gonna do like 800 and 900,000. So solid growth. To still be decently profitable, not bad. Okay, that's his P&L. But the real question is, let's look at the balance sheet. Okay, he has a ton of equipment. We have $176,000 worth of long-term liabilities.
So that's Sheffield Financial for mowers, Wells Fargo for the skid loader, we got Permagreen, we got Bank of Iowa for the cars, trucks, another from Ally. Okay, so we got quite $176,000 of debt. Nothing to sneeze over. Okay, so how this works is Zach contacts them and talks to them prior to us coming and kind of gets a general overview of the business for me. And then gives me a voice note of what he thinks about the business after talking to them. So, I'm going to listen to that supposedly on my cellular device.
Sorry we're running a little late. When you're road tripping, you just never know.
How long have you guys been
On the road?
Yeah.
Today, like 7 hours. What's up? How's it going? I'm Kean. Kean, nice to
How's it
meet you.
going, Francis?
Yeah, so we came from Illinois.
Yeah.
Far away.
Brianna sets up everything for the candidates and screens them all.
And then picked up the RV in Knoxville. Then this morning we did a turnaround in Indiana. And then drove 6 hours here, so.
And then if they make the cut and they're in the route for the RV trip, then she sets up a call with Zach. Zach contacts them, calls them, and just kind of gets some overall information for the business, so I'm not going completely blind, and he calls them. So let's go ahead and listen to the audio for this turnaround we're going to right now.
This is the voice recap for David with Creekside Turf. This one is very interesting. So, he started the business back in 2017.
David, I mean Devin.
And has slowly scaled it up.
It's so our fertilizer division, which is our largest division in the company, actually has the least amount of people working in it, just because the volume is, they can stick out a lot more. So Matt might talk to him tomorrow.
There is a lot of like tenure here, and that's kind of like one of David's like leading morals is he wants to create a career path for his guys. So he has an admin gal that's been on the team for like 5 years. She handles like everything, leads, estimates.
Side note, for the turnaround show, admin people always know the dirt on the business. So when we go to the turnaround show, we always want to talk to the admin folks because they see everything.
Customer complaints, like everything, and then dispatches that out to the right general managers. There is an operations manager, been on the team for like 4 years, in charge of like mowing, and then keeps tabs on the FERT manager, because there is also a fertilization manager who's just like newer, and then there is the brand new operations manager for the landscaping division, very new, like he's just getting into this. And then also his father runs like the books, the financials, and like all that whole side of things.
Am I missing something here? Is this what Growing Pains feels like? And that's kind of been the main reason for reaching out to you guys is like, okay, am I on the right track? You know, these are our goals, and like, you know, we want to put Kian into position, kind of a general manager position to, you know, operate and run this thing, and you know, we have bigger ambitions, and you know,
yeah, it's a learning curve. You know, this has really grown last couple of years.
Okay, so based on what he's told me so far, there are 5 people that are overhead, unless the quote operations managers are in the field. Usually, if someone's an operations manager, though, they're not in the field. So if there's 3 operations managers, 1 for each division, plus an admin person that's full-time, plus his dad who does the books, plus him if he's out of the field, that's a lot of overhead. Cool. All right. Yeah, so that's helpful for me to kind of know what you want from the business. Yeah. And then, so as we go through these, I'll keep those things in mind. So like I don't optimize, like let's make this thing super profitable at 900,000 when you're like, no, like that's not actually what I want.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked, because I don't really care what you do. I just want to make sure you get to that goal.
Yeah.
And so like if the goal is $1.5 million, I would call you like in that role that you mentioned, like you're the GM, you find a sales, operations, and admin manager for each of those departments. In operations, you're probably gonna have a couple different like crew leads or department managers underneath your operations manager because you have a distributed kind of setup.
Yeah.
But that's how I kind of see that envision. Like the GM is the person that does not need to be in operations.
Right.
but they're running the metrics, they're running numbers, creating systems for sales, operation, and admin to run smoother.
He, additionally to talking about systems, wants to start franchising. He has already started the process of franchising his business. He does not have a second location. He has this one location, but he wants to start franchising, not as an opportunity to scale the organization, but to create a career path for his employees, like to go from technician to owner.
Okay.
That is Devin.
I'm gonna guess that I will be encouraging him to not franchise. Here's the good news. All of that can be accomplished without franchising.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I do not believe, to be perfectly honest, that franchising is a good move. And I know that's hard to hear, but like, all of what you just said can be accomplished without franchising. And franchising is extremely painful.
Yeah.
Financially painful. You will not make money on 20 to 30 locations. And like when someone says, even when they're making the FTD, like, we'll do 20, 30, 40 locations and we'll see if it works out, I would tell every franchisee to run away.
Yeah.
Because if you quit, they all quit.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, they all lose.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, franchising is, I'm doing this forever.
Yeah.
And I have to do it because if I don't, I will not achieve a certain goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe you can achieve the goal you have for your team without franchising. It's expensive. It does not stop at 20, 30 grand. It does not stop with FDD. It starts with registrations. It starts with licensing. It goes to the copyrights and to the trademarks. It goes to an attorney. Then someone challenges that trademark, and then you're going to go to court.
I've already.
It goes crazy.
Yeah, gone through the trademark, like.
We weren't profitable until we hit 100 locations.
Yeah.
And the reason you have to do that is to be able to actually provide enough support to the franchisee to where they want to join.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to put out tons of cash.
Yeah.
So I franchised because I realized that people were not going to listen to the content that we make on YouTube. And so instead it was like, hey, I'll get people wearing the same jersey and same brand as me so that when I say stuff, they know it's in their best interest and I'm not just being a consultant or a YouTube influencer. And then to have the impact we want in the industry, which is to change the level of professionalism in the lawn care and landscape industry. To do that, we need 1,000 locations all doing the same systems. So that's why I needed a franchise. That said, like, going into those years, I was out of the business, and the business was producing around $280,000 to $300,000 in owner's distributions for me. So I'm not seeing that level yet of this business. So franchising in that sense, I don't see it. However, he wants to do it more like for his team and for like them to be able to grow. Awesome. I just think there's more efficient ways of doing it because it's extremely expensive to set up a franchise, maintain a franchise, do all the registration and licensing fees. And if he sold 10 of them to his team and they gave him some royalty or something, he wouldn't even break even. Like, we didn't make any money until over 100 locations. I think, though, everything that you're saying can be accomplished. I just would strongly recommend. And the thing is this, the reason I hardly ever push so hard against it is because people think that if I say that, it's because I don't want competition in the franchise world. And that's not true. No. I don't want you to go to think of the pain that it would be to go to the franchising when you don't know for certain you can get to 50 to 100 locations very quickly. Okay. Because it is a drag. Yeah. And by the time you get there, you've lost Keenan, which is the whole reason you did the whole thing. Yeah. And instead, if his only goal is for his team to move up inside the org or like start their own locations, do some sort of like a employee stock ownership program, like an ESOP, or like joint ventures with them, or profit sharing of high degree with them. Because doing franchise just for, let's even call it 5 or 10 of your employees, you will not make money. You will lose money hand over fist. It's honestly the only way to keep mowing as a service. Because right now, like the numbers on the mowing side is so bad. Yeah. So I would either say like if you were like, hey, we just want to make as much money as possible, I'd like just cut mowing. Because it is where all of your debt is at, and it's probably losing money. If I had to guess, it's like a negative 5% margin. Your projects are probably at 20% margin, and then your chem is like 30 or 35%.
Right. By the time you're factoring in repairs, we got to drive back for whatever reason, or
this whole shop space exists for the mowing, essentially. Mm-hmm. So like, if this whole thing is built for $250,000 in revenue with all of these assets, and then the other location produces 70% of the revenue, and has half the employees, like,
You know? Did you guys need to do an interview? I know we're way over time. I apologize.
Yeah, what time is it?
Way too late.
We'll make a really short interview.
Okay.
We'll get your thoughts real quick and then we'll let you go to bed.
Let's get a photo.
I thought that might be a nice backdrop.
Okay, cool, dude. No, you're great.
Well, hey, thanks for letting us come.
I really appreciate it.
We out here hustling. We out here hooking up electric. We out here helping
What
out.
did you guys see? Was it a cockroach?
In the fire pit.
A honeycomb?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Figure it out. Made of honey.
Oh. Alright, we need to turn on the amps. Ready?
Yeah. 20.
30. There we go.
We hustling, dude.
Does that mean we don't need a generator?
That means we can turn the.
We can have the AC on. Who has the keys to the car? So young, if you go.
Yeah. If I'm overwhelmed, Zach, I'll let you know.
Fill water tank, connect water. Just remember, our tap water is not potable.
It's not what?
Potable, like you can't drink it.
Oh.
Is it potable?
I don't know. It's made of tomatoable.
Wow.
Oh, dude, we have lights.
Dude, it was super meta. I hadn't really thought about it until like we talked about it with him. He's like, so I still remember thinking, I wrote it down. Did I send you the picture from like 5 years ago, things I'd written down right when we started Augusta? Oh, I had it. So I got this notebook. I found it. It was from right before we started franchising. And I was like, hey, in 5 years, we're gonna have X amount of location. I forget what that was. But in there, I said, I said I'll be married. Let's go. But also, I said we will travel the country and we'll help businesses that are struggling. And that only could be possible if we made money. And so like that clarity is what unlocked in the past few years. It's like we just need to focus on making money so that we can go do all this stuff. And like, so it's like I don't hide it anymore. Because I know if I make more money, I'll be able to do more. Like if we made a bunch of money, we would hire more people, we'd make the turnaround show better, we'd get better applicants, it'd just be better.
Private jet time.
Now you're crossing the line. Like I was looking up today for my slideshow for the book launch, and we've spent $1.69 million over the past couple years doing the turnaround show. For all of you know, 1.6 million.
We gotta up those numbers if we want to help more people.
That's right. But it's like if I can look at that,
I like your thinking.
It's like if we can look at them and be like, okay, that's a cost, but it helped people. Like what he said at the end.
What you're doing is, you know, extremely important and impactful. And, you know, I'm someone that came from dropping out of college and getting judged, like, you're mowing lawns, like why? You know, oh, you just have a little push mower and, you know, listening to a lot of your content and listening to some other, you know, people over the years, you know, just keep pounding through and getting to that point to then where people realize, oh, you know, they're not just people who mow lawns. It's much more than that. So again, very appreciative of.
My pleasure, man. What he said at the end is a result of us going to the turnaround show. The turnaround show is a result of us making more money. So like, why would I not make that the goal? Because everyone wants to help people. Everyone wants to go do what we're doing, but they don't want to just get cleared on the fact that you got to make a bunch of money before that. And like everyone actually wants that. Like your team wants to make more money. That's why they're having a job. So if we both have the same goal, it actually makes it much more cohesive. And so there's a lot of people in the world that do a lot of good things that are sponsored by people that make a bunch of money. But someone needs to make the money. And so sometimes it's like my role is that. Like I will be the person that makes the money.